Okay, sorry naputol tayo. Men, naputol tayo sa recording natin. So, Brad, inulit-ulit ko sa mga video ko. May girlfriend akong Mexicana. Men, alam mo gaano kahirap maghanap ng babae tapos gagawin mo lang. Yung pinangarap ng iba, binasura mo lang. Masakit pakinggan. Na totoo lang, masakit pakinggan yung sinabi ko sa'yo. Men, would you still pity me that? Kinakabahan kasi ako minsan. Nagpe-play tong video na to po. Tangina naman eh. A place where my spirit withered and my mind broke a little each day. Would you pity me then, or would you just still curse my name? Syempre, curse your name, man. Pero alam mo, may pity din ako sa'yo. Pero sa totoo lang, sino ba nag-cause? Come on, man. Maging logical lang tayo. Kasalanan mo din to. Gusto kong maawa, pero putang ina ka, men. Brad, putang ina ka eh. Kasalanan mo to. Yan may pusa dyan, putang ina. Pero, sorry yung pusa, napaka-cute eh. Nandito eh. What if I told you I stayed silent because I feared for my child? Huwag mong idamay yung anak mo dito. Men, hindi namin dinadamay yung anak mo dito. Sino ba pinag-uusapan namin? Ikaw yung pinag-uusapan namin. Huwag kang man-alibay. Huwag kang mandamay na ibang tao dito. Oh. Sorry. Nagbablog ako eh. Huwag kang Sorry. Men, huwag kang mandamay ng ibang tao. Ikaw yung pinag-uusapan dito eh. Ito, sabasahin pa natin. And I quote, an innocent caught with a harsh lines of broken marriage, collateral damage. I prayed for peace, for a chance to reconcile, build something that glorifies God. Ito na naman tayo, itong mahirap sa atin eh. Dinadamay natin yung pangalan ni Lord. And once reconciled to build something that glorifies God through humility and grace. Alam mo, pareho lang kayo ni Dotay eh. Nadamay niyo. Kasi Dotay lang yung large scale eh. Scale ng ganito eh. Nadamay yung pangalan ng Panginoon. Pero ang pinagkaiba niyo, sa minura niya ang Panginoon, ikaw, dinadamay mo naman yung Panginoon sa kabulastugan mo. Men, wala akong narinig na sorry sa'yo. Sorry men, hindi ako psychiatrist pero basic logic to eh. Kahit si Tulfo sasabihin sa'yo, napaka-narcissistic mong tao. You are a narcissist, man. You are a fucking narcissist. What if my silence was not guilt but sacrifice? What if you knew the words that you have swallowed? Oh my God! What if I've endured the receipt of anger. Tangina ka, asshole, stupid, buisit ka. Sa tingin ko yung mga ganyang words hindi pa sapat sa'yo eh. Bukod sa tangina ka, gago ka. Napakagago mo boy. Masakit makinggan pero may kunting awa pa ako sa'yo. Pasalamat ka lang. Kasi itong mga tao nagsasabi sa'yo ng mura. Talagang desperado na silang gawing kwento ka na lang. Magiging history ka na lang eh. Magiging part ka na ng history books or social media archives eh. Pero ako, talagang kung pwede lang, kung mayaman ako, pwede kita padalhin dito sa Amerika eh. Kaso lang Brad, yung ginawa mo na pagdadamot sa asawa mo, yung misis mo, wag naman. What if I just walked away? Visit ka, that cut to work timidan blade. Huwag kang pag-exaggerate, hindi naman masakit yung mga salitang yun. Okay, kung masakit na yan, masakit man sa'yo yung mga words na yun, then the only blame is on you. Kasi ginawa mo eh. Sorry. Ito, what if I told you that the drama you see is not always genuine, that sometimes the person you think is the victim has a darker side? Interesting. Brad, na-intriga ako dito sa binasa mo. Pero at the same time, I don't know if I want to feel stupid or nahahawa na sa narcissistic traits mo. Person you think is sinasabi mo kasi the person you think is the victim has a darker side. Nasaan ebidensya mo? Kung mayroong darker side, kung may madilim na nakaraan yung misis mo, ilabas mo. Ilabas mo, Brad. Wag kang puro dada, wag ka puro salita, tangina ka. What if I show you the photos, the videos of my proof of my pain? Will you change anything? No, Brad. Hindi mag-change. The fuck na ginawa mo yan? Bullshit ka kasi. Bakit ka gagawa-gawa ng kabulasan ka? Tapos, aangan ka sa amin? Oh. What if this isn't just a simple fairy tale but a twisted version of the Beauty and the Beast? Wag mong idamay ang Beauty and the Beast dito, Brad. Una, dinamay mo si Lord. Pangalawa, Beauty and the Beast, dinamay mo pa. Brad, nanood ka ng Beauty and the Beast. Ba't di ka manood ng Nuremberg Trials? Men, pwede kitang i-compare sa isang Nazi figure historical figure. Hindi si Hitler si Hermann Göring. Pareho kayo ng trait narcissistic kayo. You feel na yung may ginawa na kayong kasalanan, you try to justify it. Ganun ka You are like Hermann Göring, the commander-in-chief of the German Air Force ng Nazi Germany. Let me tell you a brief history, Brad. You should learn this. Hindi dapat Beauty and the Beast ang kino-compare mo dito Dapat Nuremberg Trials. Brad, you justified na yung ginawa mo ay nagkukos sa'yo ng mental issues. Hermann Göring did the same thing. Kesyo, nadidepress na. Kasi noon to when Hermann Göring was captured by the Allies, he complains that he is suffering mental issues in the cell. And there is one common between you two. Unapologetic. Shameless. Sorry. Alam mo kung bakit? We never heard that Hermann Göring pleaded guilty. Kung manunod kayo ng Nuremberg Trials, gina-justify pa rin ni Hermann Göring yung Holocaust. Yung kung saan namatay mga 6 million Jews. Gina-justify yun ni Hermann Göring. Ang ginastify niya doon, sumunod lang siya sa utos ni Hitler, thinking he could get away with it. But when he faced pero nung naisip ng hindi na imposible yun, he feared for himself. Kaya he still justified na it could create mental issues to him. And you are doing it the same. Almost the same. It's just a damn different thing. Hermann Göring was not remorseful for what he did. He blamed it. He blamed it to the Allies. He blamed it to Hitler kung bakit siya nagkaganon. Ikaw, you blame the netizens kung bakit nagkakagulo yung buhay mo. Ganun yun. Let's take another example. Slobodan Milosevic. Nung inaresto siya, dinala sa Hague. Kung matatanda natin si Slobodan Milosevic, naging president ng Yugoslavia yan. Marami siyang pinatay noong Yugoslav War. Mga Bosnian, mga Kosovo Albanians. Pero anong ginastify niya? Hindi siya nag-sorry. Ginastify niya, pinagkatwiranan niya na ginawa ko to for Serbia. Did we ever heard any apology from him for his victims? No. Ikaw yun. You are hybrid of Milosevic and Hermann Göring. You are hybrid of Serbian nationalism and Nazi ideology. Hindi ka pumatay ng Jew, we know that, but their traits and your traits are the same. You are unapologetic human scum. I never heard one sorry from you. Hindi kita narinig na nag-sorry. And let me ask you this question. Did Hermann Göring of Nazi Germany felt apologetic for the victims, for the 6 million Jews that he killed, that he aided to kill them. No. What about Slobodan Milosevic? Did he felt sorry for thousands of Serbians, thousands of Albanians who were killed during the Yugoslav War? No. Kahit si Duterte. We never heard Duterte na nag-apologize sa kanyang drug war. Both or these three people are narcissistic just like you. Iba naman ang kasalanan nila. Ang kasalanan nila pumatay. Yung kasalanan mo naman, pinagkait mo yung asawa mo ng isang Jollibee. But you four have common. You are narcissists, unapologetics. Ganyan ang mga tao, gumawa ng kasalanan, ngunit i-justify nila na magre-reason out na ginawa namin to, pero yung ginagawa nyo kokos sa amin ng mental issues. Narcissistic kayo. You're narcissist. Grabe kayo. Magbabasa tayo ng comments. Kasi gusto kong shit. Oh fuck. Okay, sorry. Napindot ko. Nulit ko kasi may common na trait kayo na napaka-narcissistic nyo. Sorry kung ganito ako kasi bawal ako mag-ingay Nagbablog ako kasi. Pipilit ko na mag-vlog. Pero inuulit ko, may common kayo na ugali. Narcissistic. Magbabasa tayo ng comment. Sana naman, kaya mahalaga mag-aral tayo ng history. History na to Itong Jollibee paper bag. We should learn also from dictators. Because dictators are sometimes very narcissistic. They never remorsed. Actually, I have another dictator to discuss. His name is Nicolae Ceausescu of Romania. Noong nililitisi and even Saddam Hussein, Ceausescu and Saddam were not remorseful for what they did. They kept justifying. What is Ceausescu's justification? The trial was not fair. And they executed him. What did Saddam Hussein justify? That the American government is evil. The American government was not fair to his trial. Ikaw, mister, parang ganun ka na rin. Kasi ang gina-justify mo, yung mental health mo, ginagawa mo excuse yun Or narcissistic people using excuses from so-called suffering from them para mag-switch side kami sa'yo. Ganun nagmamanipulate ka na As I said, parang the same to kay Slobodan Milosevic He complains of depriving him medicine in The Hague sa ICC. Kahit si Herman Goring, he claimed that he was deprived of breakfast. Pero anong ginawa nila? Napakasahol. But still, there's one thing in common, inuulit ko na, unapologetic kayo. We never heard sorry. And the word sorry from you. Di ka ba nahiya, Brad? Dahil sa narcissistic mong trait, sa ugali mong pagiging narcissistic, nako-compare ka na sa isang diktador, sa mga diktador. Di ka nahiya? Brad, mahiya ka. Nakakatakot ka pag maging leader ka kasi you will be keep justifying for your wrongdoings Brad, nakakahiya na kino-compare na kita sa mga dictators, mga diktador, mga abusadong leader na pili pa nilang i-justify yung rule nila kahit mali ang ginawa nila. Ganon yun. Tama to. Nabusog sa lessons, nabusog sa Jollibee. Nagutom naman si Mrs. sa pagkain at sa pagmamahal. Tama. Tama. May pasalamat pa kay Jollibee. Ang contradicting sa una niyang post ba, puro sarili niya, gaslight ng gaslight. Exactly. I want to... Yan ang gusto ko marinig na word. Gaslighting. Dictators, war criminals are gaslighting things. Slobodan Milosevic gaslighted that, try to gaslight everything. Yes, they're trying to gaslight like the NATO bombings of Yugoslavia. Ginaslight niya yun. Yung pagtrato kay Herman Göring sa Nuremberg, gaslighting yun. Tinatry niyang i-justify yun. Sa Saddam Hussein, he tried to gaslight everybody that the US is an evil state. Even though he's the evil one, parang ganon. Kakatawa, no? Hindi ka na lang nahiya, mister? Mister dito sa Jollibee. Dre Borja yata yung pangalan nito eh. Kasi dito eh. Dre Borja yata yung pangalan nito eh. Kasi based sa old video ko. Di ka na lang nahiya, Brad, na kino-compare ka sa isang dictator. I know you can say it's very exaggerating, but comparing you to the dictator, I think it's justifiable. Nakaka-justify tong ginagawa ko kasi you both have narcissistic traits. You try to manipulate the people. You try to gaslight the people for what you did. Nag-sorry, okay, nag-sorry. Nag-sorry daw, pero hindi ako naniniwala eh. This man never shared it. Inopen ko nga talaga sa papa ko 8 months after nanganak baby namin, and my dad got so much. Nag-usap kaming tatlo, tinanong siya ng papa ko, ngayon ko lang nalaman to. Akala ko inalaga mo anak ko. Mahal mo ba talaga? Hindi umimik. Nabahag yung bayag. Nabayag. Nabahag pala yung bayag ng mister na to. Hindi umimik eh. Pareho kayo ni Baste. Baste naghahamon ng suntukan, di naman sumipot. Tuloy si General Torre yung nanalo. So ito kasi maraming din nagsasabi na hindi daw totoo tong Jollibee Paperbag story. Isama ko dito yung kupal na si Bungo TV. Shoutout sa'yo, Bungo TV. Men, panoorin mo tong video na to. Papatunayan ko sa'yo, totoo to. Bungo TV. Sinasabi niya kasi ng kupal na vlogger na ito, tong tarantadong to. Di ko alam kung nurse ba to, hindi. Baka nurse-nursan. Hindi daw totoong tong Jollibee Paperbag story. Hindi daw siya naniniwala. Kupal ka talaga. Ako ni-research ko to na isang buwan bago ako nag-release ng ibang part ng video na ito. In fact, nangangako nga ako minsan na last na to na vlog ko, last na itong iba-vlog ko itong Jollibee Paperbag story. Pero as far as I research, marami akong revelation na nalalaman. Kaya gusto kong pag-usapan talaga to. Very passionate akong pag-usapan to. In fact, every time na may date kami ng Mexicana kong girlfriend, dinidiscuss ko sa kanya. At sabi niya, sana wag daw ako matulad nito. O tama naman. Kakainit ng ulo. Nakakainit talaga ng ulo. In fairness. O tama, nakakainit ng ulo. Gusto ko sakalin yung mister niya ng Philippine flag eh. Para malaman niya na kung gaano ako kagalit eh. The same thought na ChatGPT, no? Meron tong Totoo to. Naniniwala ako. Itong ibang vlogger na, itong si Bungo TV, itong nakamaskara, itong Bungo TV, itong putang inang to. Di naniniwala sa storyang to, pero Bungo TV, bago sana kang dumada, bago kang ngumakngak, na ba nag-research ka muna? Pareho kayata ni Panghi, ni Nico David eh. Ni Nico David Panghi na hindi nagre-research bago nag-vlog. Ako ni-research ko to. At alam kong totoo to. Ni-research ko to. So, Bungo TV, para malaman mo yung buong konteksto ng Jollibee Paper Bag Story. Huwag ka kasi paaasa-asa lang sa mga na ina-upload lang sa Facebook. Dapat mag-research ka. Ang original author ng Jollibee Paper Bag Story nito ay itong si HTTP or si Jana. Nasa TikTok siya. Bungo TV, kung may TikTok ka, doon ka sa TikTok magsaliksik. Kasi mostly sa TikTok to eh. Sa TikTok nag-pop ito eh. Ang problema sa atin kasi, tarantado tayo. Hindi tayo nagre-research. Ikaw Bungo TV, wag kang gumaya kay Panghiniko Tabid na hindi nagre-research. Oh. Baka nag-chat GPT. Tapos, ito pa ang masaklap kasi. Dinamay niya ang Beauty and the Beast. Dinamay pa si Beauty and the Beast. Dapat, hindi Beauty and the Beast, dapat Nuremberg Trials. Nuremberg Trials dapat. Alam mo kung bakit? May mga Nazi leaders, yung mga Nazi leaders na napunta sa Nuremberg Trials, hindi sila remorse. Karamihan sa kanila, hindi remorse. Gina-justify pa rin nila na kaya kami pumatay ng 6 million Jews dahil ito yung utos ni Hitler. Ganun yung justification nila. Ang justification naman itong asawang to kung bakit hindi binigyan ng Jollibee yung asawa niya kasi gutom na gutom siya. May common denominator eh. Inuulit ko. Narcissistic, unapologetic, shameless, walang hiya. Ganun yun. Ganun yun. Kung alam mo kung buhay pa tong si Hermann Goring o si Hitler, baka makakatalo pa tong Mr. na to sa kanya eh. Sa gaano ka-narcissistic tong kupal na to eh. Alina Magarino. Inglesero, pero sa public pinaanak ang misis. Paepal eh. Di galing magsagip sa sarili. Very red flag sa yukura. Lalaking makasarili. Tama. Lalaking makasarili. Oh. Makasarili siya. Narcissistic pa. Hindi mo na-realize, narcissistic yung tao yan. Kapag ito'y sinalang sa Nuremberg Trials or sa ICC at nakagawa ng crimes against humanity, i-justify niya to. Hindi siya mag-apologize. At yun ang talagang red flag to. Lalo na sa accountability, red flag to. Pagkakamali niya, hindi siya mag-hold accountability. Ito pa. This is a very, very, hindi lang red flag to sa relationship, pero napakalaking red flag to for everything. Lalo na kung maging leader to ng bansa at gumawa ng kabulastugan. Hindi siya magte-take responsibility, hindi siya magte-take ng accountability. He will justify it. Nakakatakot to maging presidente ng isang bansa to, tong Mr. na to eh. Or anything that make him a leader. Kung leader to, nakakatakot. It's very scary, concerning. Kasi hindi siya marunong mag-hold ng accountability, nuulit ko na eh. Hindi siya apologetic. Example, nakakagawa ka ng kasalanan, hindi ka nag-apologize. There's something wrong with you. Hindi ko sinasabing proud siya sa ginawa niya, pero we never heard sorry from him. He keeps justifying things even though we see it through our eyes that he did something wrong. Ganun yun eh. Nakakatawa at nakakabahala. Very concerning na tong mister na to, pag naging leader to, at marami ginawa siyang kasalanan, he would not take responsibility. Inuuli ko, he would not. Nakakatakot. This is a very big red flag talaga. Oh. Englishera pero sa public pinanak si Mrs. That's the big question. Exactly. Yeah. Why? Halatang narcissist yung nagsulat. Yes, narcissist. Narcissist people doesn't apologize. If we learn to the most narcissistic person in history like Ceausescu, Saddam, Milosevic, Hermann Göring, Adolf Hitler, Joseph Stalin, almost all dictators are narcissists. And these dictators and this husband or this hubby has one thing in common. Narcissist, shameless, bullshits. We never heard any sorry. Did Perón of Argentina apologize? No. Did Japan or some Japanese acknowledge war crimes during World War II? Some of them not. Did Serbia, some Serbs, especially Milosevic, acknowledge that there is war crimes in Yugoslavia? No. Milosevic never acknowledged it. He in fact justified it. Narcissists are everywhere, so we should be careful. Narcissists and manipulators are everywhere, so we should be careful talaga. Ito, nag-gaslight eh. He's trying to gaslight. He's trying to guilt trip us. Kung umamin lang siya na, kaya sinasabi ko, delikado to pag maging leader to eh. He would not take responsibility. Nakakatakot. Ito yung pinaka-nakakatakot eh. This is kinda concerning talaga. Simpleng kasalanan niya lang sa misis niya, hindi niya ma-acknowledge. What if he becomes a leader and there's calamities or war? Paano kung naging leader to ng wartime government and then he would not take responsibility or acknowledge or anything apologize na nangyari? This is very concerning. Hindi dapat maging leader to. Kasi ang leader, he knows how to take responsibility and apologize if anything happened. Ito, gina-justify pa niya. Hindi pwede. He doesn't know how to be a leader. Kung ganito lang naman. Gustong ma-sponsor ng Jollibee, ayun ang sure ko. Mahirap pag ang partner ay madamot. Tama. Ayokong basahin niya. Di talagang may side of story pa talaga siya. Well, Catherine May, it's very important to hear the side of every story. But, sometimes, we need to judge kung totoo o hindi. In this case, sa judgment ko, hindi yata nagsasabi ng totoo. Kasi if we can see the side of the story of yung husband, ay wala siyang apology, wala siyang formal public apology. It seems, and it got concerned me and yet disturbing kasi, wow, ganito na yung pagtrato mo sa asawa mo, hindi ka magpa-public apology. Wow naman. Come on, man. It's very concerning. Ay, bakit kasi daw villain na siya? Oh, yeah, he's the villain of the... It's like the Nazis were the villain. And he's the Nazi. If we put it in a situation where the Allies and the Jews and the Nazis, yung Mrs. ang Jew, yung Mr. ang Nazi. Yes, parang ganun. We put it in that kind of a spectrum or perspective. Ganun yun. Kasi ang mga Jews ang naapi sila ng mga Nazis. Parang ganun yun. May rebat kasi yung babae ng evidence sa panloloko niya. Nakakatakot din pala talaga ang marriage life. Talaga, yes, tama, nakakatakot din talaga marriage life. Sugal ang kasal. Ang commitment is sugal. Ganun yun. Tinatamad ako magbasa. Pwedeng i-summarize na lang. Yun nga ang napansin ko kanina. Ang daming isang buong paragraph yung explanation niya. But the word sorry there, ganun yung mga Nazis. Nazi na humarap sa Nuremberg trial. May binabasa silang isang buong paragraph na statement nila sa court, sa Nuremberg court, sa trial na yun. But, there is one thing in common din dyan. Mahanap ba natin yung word na sorry? Or I am sorry for what I did? Mahanap ba natin yung word na yun? No. We never find that word there. So, this is a clear sign of narcissism. Wala kang bayag, that's all. Nabahagang bayag, siyempre naman, ikaw naman, uy. Daming nagtatanggol sa unang post niya kanina, tapos yung nilapagan siya ng resibo ng ex-wife. Biglang ba... May kilala akong ganyan yung tipong mag-vent out ka tapos ganito sasagan. Ako nga eh. Nakakatamad basahin yung English. Well, for you, okay. Pero ako kasi isang English speaker dito sa US. It's very interesting to read it, but as I read it, I lost interest kasi puro naman dada. Wala namang sorry. Ganun yun. Ganun yung point of view ko. Magsusorry na lang. Mag-chat GPT ka. Well, Anna Barbara Angelica, wala siyang sorry na nasabi doon. Chat GPT paragraphs meron. Total naman, again, ayoko labag man sa very exaggerated man tong i-compare, but I compare tong husband na to sa isang Nazi war criminal or any war criminal. And I want to invoke another war criminal here, Slobodan Praljak. He was convicted for destroying the Bosnian Stari Most Bridge during the Bosnian-Croat War. Noong binasahan na siya ng sentensya na he found guilty doon, he never apologized. Anong ginawa? Nagpakamatay siya in court. Kung i-research niyo, Bosnian-Croat poisoned himself to the court. I-research niyo yun. Pero paano nagko-connecto sa husband? Again, common denominator for this video, no sorry, no formal apology, full of explanation, full of justification and reason outs. Ganun. Ano ang naging dahilan ni General Slobodan Praljak sa pagsira ng tulay na yon? The bridge was dated back Ottoman times or Turkish times in Bosnia. He justified the destruction of bridge as a way of supplies and ammunition for the Bosnian soldiers. Kaya sinira nila yung bridge. Pero labag na sa international law yung pagsira ng bridge. Anong tong misteryo to? Anong justification buong bakit niya hindi na binigyan ng Jollibee yung asawa niya? Gutom na gutom at mahihimatay na sa gutom. You see, the usage of justifications and reason outs and excuses and even gaslighting is here. It's a common denominator sa ganitong mga kwento. Walang sorry, walang anything. It's just pure explanation. It leaves out to the people. Did you apologize? Did you even felt remorse on what you did? We never heard that. Ganun yun. Classic moves ng mga manipulator. Exactly. Some dictators also are itong husband na to manipulator to, nahalata ko na. And I don't want comparing him to, sinasabi ko na to paulit-ulit, I don't want him comparing to dictators and war criminals, but I have to because they have one common denominator. Meron something silang in common. They manipulate, they make excuses, they justify everything, and much worse, they never apologize. Ganun yun. Did we hear any apology from General Slobodan Praljak of the Croatian Bosnian Army na sinira niya yung century-old bridge? We never heard anything from him. In fact, he poisoned himself after he heard that he is guilty. Hermann Göring was guilty. He should be hanged for war crimes. But what he did, he swallowed cyanide. He died in cell. And this man, he claims that he wanted to end his life. It's manipulating us. He's trying to think that he is the victim here. Ganun yun. He's trying to manipulate the situation. Kahit anong ipag-ChatGPT niyan, madamot pa din siya. Exactly. Kahit ano ang excuses pa niya, madamot pa din. Example, Göring. Let's just example Hermann Göring. Kahit anong i-justify ni Hermann Göring, he became an accessory on why 6 million Jews were killed. Slobodan Milosevic. Whatever his reasons, he's still the reason why many Bosnians and Kosovo Albanians died during the Yugoslav War. To Slobodan Praljak, kahit ano ang i-excuse natin excuse na may bibigay niya, siya pa rin ang utak kung bakit nasira yung Stary Most sa Bosnia. Kahit ano pang justification ni Nicolae Ceausescu, siya pa rin ang nag-bring ng suffering sa Romania noong unang panahon. Ganun yun, man. Kahit anong i-chat GPT natin, kahit kung gaano kahabang paragraph, statement natin. Pero yung ginawa mo, madamot siya, sila pumatay ng tao. One common denominator again. They're trying to gaslight us and manipulate our minds. Ganun yun. Well, trying manipulative. Yeah. Nurit ko, ganun siya. It's total nonsense. You're right. What if gawa-gawa lang Jollibee paper backstory? Ito na naman tayo. Research. Been researching for a long time and you are just meddling with the issue, trying to bullshit us. Nabusog sa lesson para walang naman natutunan. I think tama. Sig. Borja yata to yun eh. Kasi Borja yata yung apelyido. Makinig ka, Mr. Borja. Huwag kang manipulative. Be true to yourself. Parang awa mo na. Kung ayaw mong masulat sa isang history book that you are the most manipulative man in the history alongside with Hitler, Göring, Ceausescu, Milosevic, and Saddam Hussein, please, kahit ngayon pa lang, mag-sorry ka na. Kasi ito yung mga dictators na to, hindi sila nag-sorry. Baka masama ka pa sa mga manipulative at narcissistic na tao sa buong mundo. Nakakahiya na pag namatay ka na, siyempre sa katandaan, maalala ka ng tao na ikaw yung pinaka-manipulative na tao. Masakit yun. Kahit nasa hukay ka na, masakit yun. Hindi lang sa'yo yun, kundi sa buong angkan nyo. Yung maging kaapo-apuhan nyo yun. Yung mga maging descendants mo. Ituturi kang katatawanan. Ikaw yung pinaka-narcissistic at madamot na tao sa buong mundo or sa buong Pilipinas. Kaya mag-sorry ka na lang. It might change us sa perspective namin. Ako, sa ginagawa kong vlog na ito, nakakahiyaman na ikinukumpara kita sa mga diktador. Pero, napaka-narcissistic mo kasi. Narcissistic sila. Puta. Masakit ng batok ko. Dinamay po ba si God? Tama. Sana ikaw na lang yung paper bag. Ang harsh naman magsalita. Di mo alam yung hirap ng panganganak. May kasabihan nga, the world is not fair until men can give birth. Kaya saludo ako sa mga babae dyan na nanganganak. Nagpapakatatag, tinitiis ang na halos mapunit ang kanilang ewan para na may labas ang bata dito lang sa mundo ng ligtas at buhay. Saludo ako sa inyo. Kung sinasabi ko sa sarili ko, kung saludo ko sa isang sundalo, saludo ako sa mga buntis. I salute both soldiers and pregnant women. I salute them all. Pero hindi Hitler salute military salute. Ito, pasahin natin. Sana ikaw na rin naging paper bag. Ang harsh. Ito. Di mo alam yung hirap ng panganak, man lang bilhan kasi hindi ka makabili para sa'yo. Di mo man lang naisip asawa mo. Kasi may hospital food naman. Nasaan pagmamahal mo doon? Di na may pupasigad, napakabait. Ito ang gusto kong mga tao mga sarcastic. Dinamay niya pa si Lord, si God sa kwento niya. Dinamay pa niya si God. Ito ang masasabi ko sa husband. Di ka ba Brad, hindi ka ba kinakalabutan? Hindi ka ba natatakot sa ginagawa mo na sa kadamutan mo, dinamay mo pa si God? Dinamay mo pa si God yung sa kabulasugan mo. Parang wala kayo ni Dotae. Si Duterte na dinadamay ang Diyos just to get away things. Pero ang pinagkaiba ng kay Duterte, pinagmumura niya ang Panginoon. Ikaw hindi ko alam kung anong ginawa mo or anything. Pero why you have one thing in terms of this kay Duterte. You're trying to implore the aid of our Almighty God. Dinamay mo ko pa yung part ng preamble of the Constitution imploring the aid of our Almighty God. Ini-implore mo yung aid ng Panginoon sa kabulastugang ginawa nyo. Ganun yun. Men, masakit pakinggan. Huwag mo naman mangdamay ka ng ibang tao, pero yung pangalan ng Panginoon, huwag mo namang idamay, Brad. Huwag kang piling religyoso. Basahin mo yung adulterer sa Biblia. Piling religyoso ka naman, kupal ka naman. Ipokrito ka. Ganun yun. Alam ba niya ang Tagalog ng paper bag ay supot? Nakuha ko tong joke na to. Ginamit pa ang Diyos. Napaka-ipokrito. Tama, napaka-ipokrito. Napaka-ipokrito talaga. The audacity. Diyos ko. Ba't may mga ganitong tao? Wala akong masabi. Dati mga videos ko na napaka-fierce ko, napaka-morador ko, pero dito, I'm trying to calm down. Kasi ayoko naman maging all-time morador. Gusto ko maging mahinaon ako sa pagkikwentong to. Pero may kunting mura din to Putang ina to Putang ina yung mister, sa totoo lang yung husband niya, putang ina, nakakagalit. Nakakaputang ina. Sorry Brad, pero minura-mura man kita sa ibang part ng video ko, pero this time gusto kong control yung pagmumura ko dito kasi naawa ko sa misis mo Kagaguhan yung ginawa mo Punyeta ka Jollibee lang pagkakait mo. Pakakakupal mo. Yung pinangarap ng iba, binasura mo lang. Saklap. Ang saklap. Gusto ko patagalin tong vlog na to. Gusto ko mag-browse sa mga comments kasi doon ako minsan nagko-komenta, video komentaryo Dito ako nagko-komentaryo. Nakakatindig balahibo sa totoo lang yung mga ganitong kwento. Lalo may pusa pa dito. Titignan nila ako. Puta. Gusto kong ito maraming comment ba to? Comment. Ito, mayroon akong tawag dito, naalala na sasabihin. Ito kasi nabasa ko, naalala, this reminds me. Tsaka pala to What is the moral of the lesson of story? Before you get married or enter a relationship, make sure the person who will love you will put you first. Or itong sinabi niya, you can never tell what's a person's real personality. Exactly, tama. Unpredictable ang tao. Ibig sabihin, hindi natin alam kung ano yung ugali niyan. Kasi we don't know him. Ganun yun. That's the main problem. Sounds like itong kay Wilfred, parang itong comment niya, victim blaming. Alam mo, ayoko itong mga tipong victim blaming, ayoko to Sila na nadehado, sila pa yung pinapagalitan. Can we just help them? Ganun yun Oh. It's a woman's decision. Tama. We live in a democratic world. Our constitution or any laws of any land guarantees us freedom of choice and freedom of um preference. Come on, man. We live in a democratic republic or a constitutional republic. It means we have freedom. Kaya even here in US, there is democracy, there is freedom. The government shall respect your decisions in life as long as it's not against the law. Kaya hindi mo masisi sa mga babae na ganyan ang napangasawa nila because it's their choice. Hindi naman pwedeng isisi natin sa democracy, hindi na pwedeng natin isisi sa freedom nila ang pagganang asawa. Shit happens, man. Shit happens. It just happened. Shit happens. Inulit ko. And it's still the woman's decision. You should have done it solely by your heart, by your brain. I think, na yun na nababasa ko to, gusto kong banatan konti tong si Wilfred dahil sa sinasabi niya. May point naman siya, pero it sounds like the language of victim blaming. You should not be guided solely by your heart, but your brain. Para ang language dito is victim blaming eh. Wilfred, do you even understand the word freedom? Do you even understand the word democracy or freedom of choice? sa ganitong perspective, nakakatakot din to eh. This is a perspective of an authoritarian leader na i-blame ka imbis na tutulungan ka. Ganun eh. It's like Trump who blames Zelensky why there's war in Ukraine. Parang ganun eh. Parang ganun yung situation. It's just a common denominator, victim blaming. Zelensky is the victim of the war and Trump still blaming him for it. Ganun yun. It sounds, tama tong si Mayong Pascual. It sounds like victim blaming. Ako din eh. Naamoy ko victim blaming to sabi ko. It's still the woman's decision. Yes, but if you just heard the word democracy and freedom and democracy, you will understand it. Give the guy. You're victim blaming. This is dangerous. Having a victim blaming attitude is sometimes a red flag to me. Imbis na tulungan natin, really victim blaming. You're like Mr. Trump. You like President. It's like pareho kayo ng ugali ni President Trump na he victim blames Zelensky. Na Zelensky is already the victim of the Ukraine war. Because he's the president of that country, and then Trump, instead of helping him, he just victim blame him. Ganon yun eh. Nakakatakot minsan itong mga victim blamers to eh. It's nakakabahala lang. Ange Orodio. My daughter saw this picture. Mommy, why? Look, why he doesn't share his food. I hate that boy. Exactly. Kahit na bata, titignan mo to. Kahit mong grade 1, kinder, pakita mo tong attitude niya. Kung hindi niya masasabing madamot ka. Sa tingin ko, mas magaling pang kindergarten student kaysa ditong kupal na mister na to, itong husband na to eh. Sorry. Karusi Kasato, ang pag-pray natin ng anak mo. Yan din, pag-pray ko din. Huwag siya magpapadala basa-basa sa love. Well, this caught me off guard. Love is, or attraction to each other is a main ingredient of relationship. Ganon yun eh. Parang yung sinasabi natin, huwag papadala basa-basa sa love is a red flag to me sometimes. It's like controlling your children. Hindi mo pwede siyang asawain, ganon. Man, if you really value freedom and democracy, you will let your child love that kind of man that she wants. Pero kung na-sense na niya na mali ito, iwanan. Come on, man. Life is an experiment. Life is an experiment. Ganon yun. And before we say something that makes sense, ako din, sinasabi ko din minsan, before I think, remember, you have freedom of democracy. Freedom and democracy, I mean, choice natin ang ginagawa natin. But it's in our decision kung tama ba o maling dinidecide na itong ginagawa natin, ganon. Love has no boundaries. Religion, race. In fact, love by race. If another race loves another race, then we should respect that. Kasi we live in a democratic world. We are not living in a Cold War era already. We're not in a dictatorship. The state and even God ensures our freedom. Ganon yun. Itong si Rich Tofen de Jesus, not all men are like that. Some really do care about their spouses. Yeah, you're right. Tama ka. 50-50 nga lang. Nga lang. Chin up, stay strong for yourself and for your child. Tama naman. Okay. You have the point. Sana, yung mister, sa next life mo, sana maging babae ka. Sa next life mo. Having thoughtful and kind husband makes you truly blessed. Amen to Jesus. Well, quit tayo ng quit. Kadeosh. Very consuming birth control ad. I don't think it's a birth control ad to me. It's on you. You have each of our interpretation or understanding. Pero for me, this is not a birth control ad. Hindi naman to authorized ng DOH. Grounds for divorce. Exactly. Pero wala tayong divorce sa Pilipinas. Egoistic. Yes, egoistic. So we're in 1 hour already, so these kinds of husbands are for the streets, but unfortunately they're ones that they get most pampered. Tama. Tama. The husband may be worse, but the doctors, the nurses gave her a horrible experience. Yes, pero we will talk about it on the next video tungkol sa mga doctors and nurses, and pag-aaralan ko muna kung babanatan ko sila o hindi. I should be careful kasi doctors and nurses to eh. Baka may madami pa akong mga matitino, kaya pero ayoko mangyari yon. So papag-aralan ko muna kung gagawan ko ng video yon. To, Gael Cruz. Ito, victim blaming na naman to. Victim blaming. Why you putting all to Jollibee? Mahina yata comprehension mo. Sadyang bobo ka lang. Hindi nga niya biniblame si Jollibee. Pero yung team, yung tema ng kwentong to ay yung tungkol Jollibee paper bag nga. It's your fault for choosing that man. Love is blind. How many times I told you we have freedom and democracy to choose the man that we want, but there is consequences. Hindi ako victim blaming dito. Kaya kita binabanatan dito, Gael Cruz. You just have a bad partner. Tama. But don't ever blame her na nag-choose siya ng ganyang lalaki. Kasi maybe they were attracted by each other. That's how humans do. That's their instincts. Oh. He can't even afford to bring you and your child to a decent hospital. Yeah, that he's right. Why not tell your husband to buy for you than posting your heartaches on social media? That's not the point. Ang point niya dito is maraming ginawa tong asawa niya more than this Jollibee paper bag eh, based in my research. So in Daichi o Meter, wag kang magsalita kung wala kang alam. Ganun lang yon. What's the point of this story? Dennis Menace, the point of the story here is choose your partner wisely. Simple as that. Grace Santa Ines Concepcion. Is this a Jollibee ads? This is insane. This is not a Jollibee ad because walang official na pahayag ang Jollibee dito. Napi. With this kind of husband, it's good to use condoms. Well, not only condoms, but just to jerk off na lang. Just to jerk off. Kasi di ka pa makakabuntis pag nagsalasal ka lang eh. This is just out of frustration kung bakit nasulat to ng asawa niya. So, dito ko i-decide tapusin yung vlog ko kasi isang oras na tayo. Time check dito sa California, 2:54 ng hapon. Ako'y sumasakit ng ulo ko. Gusto ko na magpahinga. So, one love. Make America great again.